Hello and assalamu alaikum guys, I'm Huya from Major Writing Studio. Don't you guys get bored of saying okay all the time in your answers whenever someone asks you about something? If you are, then stuck with this video because now I will show you some of the cool ways to say okay instead of using the word itself. Okay, so let's get into it. We're gonna start with some informal ways of saying okay that are used by native speakers a lot of time in the conversation. If you're talking to your friend and he or she asks you about something, so instead of answering that person as okay, you can suddenly say that person as cool, no doubt, alright, sure, why not, definitely, fine, very well. These are some examples of the word that a native speaker used instead of saying okay. But how we actually use these words in our conversation. Let me give you an example to explain it a little bit more. If your friend asks you that, do you want to hang out with me today? So you can answer that person, sure, why not? And if someone tell you their story, like, hey, last time we went to a movie theater and we have watched an action movie, and the action in it that was really amazing. So after listening to his story, it will be boring to just reply like, okay, that's good. But you can make your conversation more excited by replying in that way. Cool, that's great. So just by using some informal ways of saying okay can make other people feel happy, and it can shift your conversation to an excited state. Here are some other alternative ways, and actually these are some slang words that are used by some youngsters and the native speakers in their informal conversation. And these words are, for example, yep, yeah, for sure, totally dude. And some of the people don't use totally word, they just say totes. T-O-T-E-S, totes. So don't be confused whenever you hear this word totes. It means the other person is saying, okay, that's cool. It can also be mean like, all right, I have understand everything that you have just said. Now let's talk about some formal situation, like how we can say okay in a formal time or in a formal situation, even to our boss, our clients, and our colleagues and the people that are working with us. Like most of the time we feel like we shouldn't repeat that word again and again, like okay all the time. It looks a little bit weird. So here are some of the words through which we can replace the word okay. And these words are next, next round, continue, I agree with it, proceed. Actually, the word next we can use to some extent. Like, for example, if you are giving a presentation to your colleagues and in a meeting, or if someone is giving a presentation and after listening to him, you can say next. It means you have got each and everything that the person has said to you, and now you said that person, then please talk about some other points. I have got whatever you have said. And the second word, that is next point, it means whenever someone gives a presentation or whenever someone is talking to you in a formal situation and you don't have much time to listen to whole story that the person is talking about. So you can say next point, it means please wind up your story because I don't have much time to listen to everything that you are talking about. The next word, that is continue, it also means like please continue the word. I have got everything that you have just said, like I got it. Actually, most of the time lots of words have the same meaning in the conversation, but using the different word make a great impact on your speaking, and it can make you sound more natural like a native speaker. So these were some of the cool and alternative ways to say okay instead of using the word itself. And I'm sure that this will improve your vocabulary and your confidence also, because these are the words that you need to know to sound like a native speaker. If you have learned something new today, then like this video, and still if you haven't subscribed my channel, then do it right now. See you next time in my next video. Till then, take care, goodbye.